In today's video, we're going to talk about how to choose wisely when you are manifesting. What do I mean by that? I think this is like a topic that not a lot of people talk about. Like, we know we can manifest, right? We know the law of assumption works. We're testing it out and we know like it's done. Okay, I get it. We can get what we want. And then we immediately jump into doing affirmations, which there is nothing wrong with it in and of itself. But through my experience, through years of practicing the law, I just found out that before I even start doing any visualization or affirmation, I better decide exactly what I want, and I'm going to explain you why in today's video. Hello everyone, my name is Nea, and on this channel I talk everything about law of assumption, esotericism, manifestation, so much more. On Patreon I do make extra weekly videos, so you can join the community. The link is down below. And in case, I'm just going to mention it very briefly, you're interested in an app that gives you meditation, hypnosis, affirmations, I have a link down below to Aura. You can watch my older videos to know more about them. The link is down below. You got a free trial and 40% discount with this code. I love this app. I use it daily. But now let's get started with today's video. So let's talk about deciding. Okay, especially I think this video is for people that are not so much manifesting, for example, a specific person. Because yeah, but already with a specific person, I think you have a specific idea of what you want and how you want the relationship to look like. Like, you have someone very specific in mind. So this is more, but listen to this video anyway until the end, because there could be something for you anyway. And actually there is, but this is especially for people who are trying to manifest like career or a new job, a new love, like something that they have never experienced before. So they don't really know how this thing looks like. They don't even know how does this thing feel like. And so I remember all the teachers of the law, but especially Neville Goddard. I have the tiniest book from Neville Goddard. It's in Italian and it's called Complete Course to Create Your Reality Through Imagination. It's like a tiny little book, 100 pages, and it's practical steps on how to manifest. And it's a very interesting book because the first chapter, actually the second or the step, the first chapter is more of an introduction, but let's say the first chapter that tells you the step to manifest, the first thing that everyone says, and Neville Goddard especially says, is clearly decide what you want. Now, I think that when we read something like this, we brush it off. We are like, oh, wait, I know what I want. Get me the tea. Like, I know I'm here because I have desires. I know exactly what I want. I already decided. And we just brush that chapter or that particular advice. Like, it's not like we know what we want. And I did this myself. Like, especially at the beginning when I was starting manifestation and you're such in a rush to try it and you want to get things done. I was manifesting specifically love, but also for other things. And I just was affirming, I'm in the best relationship. Like, you know, I want a boyfriend. Like, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. That would be my main affirmation. And I will start being with someone or meeting, apart from the fact that I only had 4 boyfriends in my entire life, but dating like some of the people and getting to know them. And with some, I've been with them, like my ex-husband. And I was like, okay, I manifested what I wanted. I did sats or affirmations or whatever. I should be happy. But then later down the line, I just found out that, oh, this person might not be for me. And this is not an assumption, like, because I know some of you will comment and be like, but couldn't you assume them to change? At that time, I didn't know I could. But even if I knew I could, I don't think I would have done it because the interest wasn't really there that much. So let me explain you why. Like, I was doing vision boards and everything, but I never clearly decided what I wanted. Like, I was just like, oh, I want a boyfriend, and that was general, right? Now, I know that your subconscious mind knows already some things, the majority of them, so I will get the guy that I would like, or with the aesthetics that I like and everything, but there was always something missing, especially in the dynamic of the relationship. Like, I never specified when I was manifesting what type of dynamic I wanted in those kind of relationship, until one day I just decided, okay, this is not working. Like, it's working, but it's not working exactly in the way that I want to. So let me be very, very clear. So I wrote down in a journal, and I put down, and I don't think this is a limiting belief, by the way. Obviously, this is only my personal experience, so please comment and do you. But what I did, I wrote down every single thing that I wanted in a relationship. So yes, the physical traits, yes, like some of the values that this person had, but then I really paid attention. Like, I spent an hour and a half writing down everything. Like, he owns a bike, he treats me in this way, he makes me feel in this other way, we do these things together, we do them daily, or he never takes me for granted, we always, like, he accepts me, like, I'm something that I never wrote, like, he accepts my craziness, or he accepts that I'm into weird things, he's into science, or he's into, I even wrote, he's into engineering. Like, I was so specific and so detailed, because back then, like 2 years ago, I was like, I'm so done manifesting specific, sometimes it was a specific person, like that famous guy that I was dating. Some other times it was more general, but I was so tired of getting bored of all these people and never getting exactly what I wanted. So I chose, I clearly decided what I wanted to the T, to the details. And when I did some of the vision boards on Pinterest, I made sure that the images that I was taking were intentional. We're like, this is exactly what I want. It's not something similar. It's exactly what I want. And then it happened. And this time around, I didn't run away, but I'm still very happily married. Why? And from this lesson, and by the way, I did them also for career, because, for example, on YouTube, before I was like, oh, I just want to make money just by being myself, which I did with the first channel, and it was amazing. So that worked. It always worked. So if you affirm, it's gonna work, right? But then I was like, I want a little bit more detailed to this manifestation. I want to make money just by doing this kind of videos. How much money do I actually want to make per month? And I wrote it down. I want money by also making investment. And I wrote it down. Like, I became very detailed, very specific, and I clearly decided what I want. It happened a couple of months later down the line. And I think that many of us, we forget to do this. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to constantly affirm something extremely specific, because your subconscious mind knows. So I'm not saying that your subconscious mind doesn't know, but my suggestion is write it all down. Before you start affirming, make sure that you know clearly what you want, and you put all the details to it, and you write it down. You write it all down, everything that you can possibly think of, you can imagine that it's clear to you, detailed, you write it down. You do a vision board that is cleared and detailed to you, and then you do the affirmations. And then, even if you do general affirmations, like my world takes care of me, for example, or I have the best person in my life, whatever it might be, or I have the best career, then your subconscious mind is going to go back to the list that you made, and it's going to clearly manifest what you want, rather than maybe being a bit like in between belief system that you might have in your subconscious mind, or simply not having clearly decided what you want. And I know that many people that have experimented the law, they confirm this. Like, they did the same. When they were beginners, they started just go back to, they did affirmation vision boards or whatever it is. They just go straight to that. And then they weren't happy with their results. Like, they did manifest, but it wasn't the real deal. And when they started to become very detailed oriented, they got precisely what you want. Because I think it has to do a little bit as well with allowing yourself the permission to dream big, and to be like, why do I have to dream small? Like, I can have everything that I'm writing down. I can have my ideal life, not just a bargain with the universe or with my subconscious mind of like, oh, maybe I can settle down for less, and then ending up not being happy. At least for me, it was like this. I feel sometimes I wasn't putting a lot of details because I was like, oh, I just like, maybe I could settle down for less. And then I realized this is a limiting belief, because I am not allowing myself to dream big. And I can. And when I started to dream big, especially I remember when I was like, I make this amount of money. Like for me, that affirmation of making even 8K or 10K a month was impossible at the time. But when I allowed myself to say that, I just simply made them on YouTube, which a lot of people struggle with. I don't even have that many subscribers, but I made 8K a month just on YouTube. And I think it has to do with well, obviously it has to do with the fact that I was affirming for it, but it's like, it has to do with the fact also, not only I was detailed about the precise amount of money that I wanted, but I allowed myself permission to receive them because I was clear about what I wanted. And then from there on, you can go more and more and more and more, and you can change your mind, you can go lower, you can do whatever you want. So the point of this video is this, guys, before you start manifesting, be clear and specific about what you want. Put all the details and vividness of reality into whatever you want and you're writing or you are affirming for. Once you're clear about what you want, you can proceed doing visualizations, affirmations, and that. Trust me, this is a game changer, and you will take your manifestation from basic to wow, next level. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I always love to read your comment. And by the way, if you are subscribers, if you're not, hit the ring bell button and remember to subscribe. But if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for all the support that you showed me both on YouTube and on Instagram. I love you guys. You are amazing, and I'm constantly learning things from you, and I think we're learning from each other. And I love that this community is so positive, is so nice and kind. I am so happy to have you here. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I'll see you also on Patreon. Bye.